Hello everyone, Treecks here. Welcome to Spyro Reignited Trilogy. We're playing Spyro Year of the Dragon. We're starting off by getting a purple gem that I've missed. Thank you Sparx for showing me. And then we're actually going to be moving on towards the what you might actually consider calling the extra stuff of the hub world. Sunrise Spring, the first world here in the third Spyro game. As you can see, even though there's the end, there's the balloon, which is accessible now. We've got locals from every single stage now, and therefore we can actually access it and move on to the next part of the game. But like I said, here is some more stuff to get. And this little ledge over here will actually lead towards, hopefully, the final gems in this overworld. And then we're going to be able to scratch that off our to-do list. Final ones. Yeah, there we go. 400 out of 400. 100% level complete. With the exception of this, there's still one more portal in this world. Mushroom Speedway. Indeed, the speedways return. Just like in the first two games, there are speedways in Year of the Dragon as well. It is time for us to show our flying and show how fast we are as a dragon. First speedway of Spyro 3. Time attack or race the butterflies. And oh yeah, Sparx can talk. Ah, talking. Okay, let's go do the time attack first, shall we? Well, I did hear the word finally in that. But okay, it works the same as we are used to. We need to get 8 objects of certain things. In this case, rings for instance. And each set of complete objects will actually count towards a certain number of gems that we will earn. There's 4 types in total. The second one in this one is going to be dandelions. Just remember, we actually don't have to do them in order. The order is, of course, the most easiest way to do it, but we can actually break the order and try to do it in a faster way. Luckily, that's going to be unrequired in this game. There's no skill point or achievement attached to a super fast time, so in this case it is going to be good enough to just do it the normal way. Go through the rings, get the dandelions, and then go through the cave to get the 8 spiders. Like this. And then the butterflies flying around in this middle section are going to be the final 8. These are going to be mobile and flying around, so they're not per se the easiest to get. So hopefully we do have enough time. As long as we do it before time reaches 0, we are actually good enough. Like this. 4 sets of objects. Going to be giving us 80 gems for each, and also another 80 for doing it all in one run. And that is how it always works. And it also does now. Alright, time to quit. Don't want to stay in time attack, of course. Yeah, we also receive an egg for doing it successfully. Even in these stages there are eggs. Remember that. But of course, like Sparx already mentioned, there's more to do. We also have race the butterflies. Time to race. Mission: fly through all the green rings and use the red dots to help navigate the course. 2, 1, go! Now, there's also going to be an achievement attached to this. This one is going to be related to the boosters that we actually find along the way, the stars. If we go through those, we'll actually get a speed burst, as you can see. We'll actually start moving faster. If we're able to hit enough of those, we will actually receive an achievement here. Pretty easy to get. We don't really have to go out of our way to get them, so should be easy enough to actually get that done. Of course, at the same time, we also need to make sure to win this race. But that the boosters are also pretty much required. Otherwise we're never going to be fast enough to catch up with these guys, as you may see. But at least the rare achievement is gotten. Now we can just focus on winning. These guys are pretty much just as fast as we are, so... It is indeed going to be the speeding up. It's going to be the key to winning this. This race is also not that long. We cannot take the time here. Still in third place. Yeah, and these guys are also using the boosters, as you can see, so... It's not like it is really making it easier for us. These guys that are actually ahead of us are really hard to catch up with. So far it looks like I'm not going to be successful. First place is really far away still, so... It's tempting to cut the corners here, but I'm of course not allowed to. You need to hit every single one of these green rings. I'm not going to be allowed to miss a single one. Man, he's still way too far ahead of us. I don't think we're going to win this one. I do get closer now, but no. Ah, I failed. That was unexpected. Apparently, I still did something wrong. Did actually get close to... No! Nice one. Bumping into the mushroom. I do actually feel like I need to cut the corners here in order to win. But I also need to make sure not to cut them too much. That I bump into the objects like the mushrooms. And then of course we don't get anything. I think I will actually start cutting until I get a successful attempt. Unless this one actually turns out to be my successful attempt already, but... don't want to waste too much video time here. It is fun that this is challenging. It is definitely a lot harder than I remembered it being. First time I actually did this, I'm pretty sure I won this in the first try, so... Even while going for the achievement. Apparently it is not as simple as I remembered it being. We will get there eventually. I know it is not impossible, so I just need to do better than I did the first time. And that it looks like I'm already doing. I'm already at second place after all. Last time I was entering the third lap, still in third place. So this already looks like it is going way better. He's still far ahead of me, but I can remember from last time. There I was already able to get close to him. Now I should be able to catch up with him. Oh, help! And there's that mushroom again. It actually looked very familiar. At least no crash into the water this time, so we can still continue. And this guy is losing his speed a little bit. He's skipping out way too many of the boost panels here in the final lap. And I'm actually going to be taking advantage of that. Like this. 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to stay below 2 minutes. 1:59.8. Success. Yeah, I think we did. Let's go call this baby dragon John. Because it actually suits really well for a dragon. Are we still going to be playing challenges? Yeah, indeed we are. There's indeed a third egg hidden in the stage. Yeah, that is all fun and everything, Sparx, but I'm actually not going for a fast time. In order to get a third hidden egg in the speedways, we actually need to start looking for a secret. Getting a fast time is only for bragging rights. There's no real reason to do so in this game, so allow me to skip out on that and actually start flying around the stage looking for something. In all of these speedways, this one is not going to be an exception. It is going to apply to every single one of them, but every single one is going to have a secret somewhere. In this case, it's actually hidden over here. Hunter is hidden in this little mushroom, and he actually has an extra challenge for us in this stage.
Whoa! A bunch of sheep and flying saucers just came out of nowhere and started blasting up the race course. Looks like I'll have to hop in my plane and teach him some manners.
Shoot down sheep UFOs. Of course.
Look out, sheep! Here I come!
The most random thing you can actually think about in a game like this. Being in a cute little mushroom speedway and then suddenly sheep aliens and UFOs. And Hunter in a scary plane that is going to shoot them down. Oh, so unexpected, so weird. Oh, and also very explosive. Let's try this again. Of course, it's also not per se easy. These guys can take you out in one hit after all, so we do need to be careful on what we're doing. So approach these guys very cautiously. Otherwise they're going to be approaching us from behind and we are going to be the ones to actually fall. There's a total of 7 of them by the looks of it. All of them flying around the stage, not trying to shoot us. That's already 6. Where is the final one? Over there. Arcade power!
Woohoo! Check it out! The squad leader had abducted this egg!
Of course, all aliens always abduct stuff, so why would alien sheep be different? But we've got it back, and that way be done in the stage. I would like to play none of the challenges, Sparx. The stage is complete. Just like in Spyro 1 and Spyro 2, we can look forward to speedways, and this being the first and most simple one. And that was the final extra bit in Sunrise Spring. All of the gems accounted for, all of the dragon eggs accounted for, and all of the portals done at least once. Some of them we need to return to later, because of missing a certain Sergeant Bird, for instance. Therefore, Molten Crater is the only stage that is non-completed right now, everything else at 100%. Well done. And that way we are actually allowed to continue to the next hub world. That we do by actually accessing the balloon. Now that everybody is here, the balloon is actually accessible to us. We are able to enter it. Thanks to all the locals, the first hub world finally be put behind for now. Let's move on to Midday Gardens. Moving up in the world. Launch the transporter balloon in Sunrise Spring. However, the game is saying we are entering Buzz's dungeon.
Listen carefully, you stupid girl. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Why haven't you disposed of that infernal dragon?
I've tried to scare him off, Your Highness, but he's just not afraid of anything.
Not afraid? Not afraid? Why have I been training you all these years? Use some magic! Here's a spell book. Whip up a monster and eliminate him!
Kill him?
I don't care what you do, you useless brat, as long as you get rid of him!
Okay, let's see what we got here. This ought to do it.
You can't keep me caged up in here forever. You there, get me out of here. This is unacceptable.
You, come here.
Oh my. What the devil?
Interesting. Very interesting. Bianca's cooking up a challenge for us. Time to go face it, shall we?
When I heard the Sorceress was planning to ambush you, I got here as fast as I could. No worries though. This wussy green toad will be no match for the two of us.
Yeah, that I hope as well, Sheila. Time for a duo boss fight. Sheila is going to be helping us here. Well, we actually need to take care of Buzz. With double Z. Here is going to be the gist. We need to knock him into the lava. And then Sheila will come and hit him. That is how it will work. Do be careful, it's not going to stay that easy. Only the first hit is going to be a giveaway. Let's make him do his rolls. Then go get him again. do be careful, if he charges at you as well, you will also get knocked back, so make sure that he's not charging, only then you're going to be able to knock him without being knocked back yourself. And that's why we can get him in the lava. Now, next step, avoiding again. He's also going to be a good part of the Spyro bowling game that I came up with last time. Oh, but now we actually get a little bit of a hindrance. He's going to have fire for us. To make it harder to time this correctly. Wait for the fire to go out, then quickly go in before he actually starts dashing. And only then we will get the chance to get him in. Still doing fine. Luckily there's no achievement in this game, like in the second game when we need to do these bosses without getting hit. Oh, that was so much hell. At least for this first one, it should be still relatively easy to do. Time. And yeah, I also got hit myself, but still enough to get him in at least. Yeah, there's a very small window of opportunity, the final couple of hits. The moment the flames go out, he will immediately start dashing. Very few time to actually handle. Oh! Did not expect that move. But at least I know it is coming for the last one. The moment the flames go out, he will first actually shoot some flames this time around. And some fodder actually appeared, so I can actually heal myself a bit. 2, 3. Okay, looks like we'll do it 3 times. Let's keep that in mind. 1, 2, 3, and then go. Yeah, and that was it. Also an egg attached to beating the boss. And also a pretty simple achievement. Just beating the boss and nothing more. A lot easier than what we needed to do in the second game. Actually beating these guys without any hits. So with the boss out of the way, we can actually move on to Midday Gardens. The little distraction is out of the way. I'm not too sure if we're going to get another cutscene for that. I don't think so actually. But we shall see. Loading screen is over. Arriving at Midday Gardens. Yeah. So, now that we have arrived in the next world, we can actually, believe it or not, immediately return to the previous one. Returning to Sunrise Spring. You may be asking, why are we immediately returning just after arriving in the second world? Well, very simple. You might have seen that Sparx sign all the way at the end of Sunrise Spring. And it is only after the first hub world is completed that that actually becomes accessible. So we needed to do the boss fight first. And the moment that is done, then we can actually return. And now Zoe is going to be ready for us. For another new challenge here in the third Spyro game. Let's go see what we can actually do with the Sparx missions.
Spyro, I found an egg, but only Sparx will be able to reach it. There's a small hole that leads to a crawdad farm. I can take him there if he's ready.
Enter the Crawdad Farm bonus world with Sparx. Indeed, Sparx actually becomes a playable character here in Spyro 3.
Hello, Sparx. Before you take on those nasty crawdads, I should give you some help. To start, let's practice shooting. Press the attack button to shoot these targets.
We need to learn how to play as Sparx. As you can see, this will actually give us top-down view. And we can move the control stick in order to move Sparx and press the B button to attack. Then continuing.
You can also move quickly by pressing the charge button, like Spyro. Use your charge to chase down this fast enemy.
Charging, also a thing. Press the X button for that. Chase down this fast dude. And get him. Next.
Now for the hard part. Being a maneuverable dragonfly, you can also strafe in any direction. To strafe, hold down the roll left or roll right button, then move with the left stick. Try strafing to hit the targets in this room.
Strafing, okay. The bumpers are used with that on the Xbox controller. It actually looks like this. That way we can actually move up or down, left or right without actually changing direction. Can actually be very handy in some situations, you can imagine.
On your travels, you'll notice butterflies that give you health, just like in the Dragon World. Not only that, but some butterflies will give you special powers, though only for a short time. Just eat any power-up butterfly, then press the jump button to use that power-up. Your power-up is shown in the top right of the screen.
Power-ups are also a thing. These kind of butterflies that actually don't give you health, will actually give you a power-up. The power-ups are used with the A button. And apparently cutscene time. Or...
You'll be able to deal with these guys much faster if you use a power-up. Just eat any power-up butterfly, then press the jump button. Your power-up is shown in...
my apologies. I actually did not realize I actually have to use the power-up here. Yeah, well, this is how this power-up looks. Interesting how the game actually forces us to do it like this. But this particular power-up with the yellow butterfly will actually give us a scatter shot, as you can see. That's pretty much how that works.
Looks like you're ready, Sparx. If you need any more guidance, just choose the controls option from the pause menu.
And it looks like that was it for our tutorial. So, now the true stage will actually begin. But looking at my time in the video, I think that is going to be for next time. But at least we've learned how to play as Sparx. Every single world, we're going to have one bonus stage where we can play as Sparx in a top-down view, giving it a bit of an arcade feeling compared to the regular Spyro gameplay. It might actually be interesting to watch. Next time we're going to be tackling this stage. 200 gems for us to get here and 1 egg. So Sparx also needs to work in this game. See you folks next time when we actually start doing that, and also move on to Midday Gardens, of course. For now, I will say Treecks out, and I will see you folks in the next episode.